started to giving clues. One celebrity who didn't mince her words when she cautioned us about the "I'll be missing you" rapper is Wendy Williams. Wendy is one of the first people to have ever lifted the lid on the alleged secret life of Diddy, then known as Puff Daddy. Even at the peril of life, the former radio personality went all out to expose Puffy, calling him a closeted and a control freak. In fact, it was Wendy who first broke the news that Diddy was on radio in the early 2000s. According to the former TV host, she had a picture of Diddy getting his pants pulled down by a man on the beach. She even threatened to release the picture to the general public, but little did she know that that threat would be her undoing. Wendy, who has never shied away from celebrity gossip, recounted when Diddy sent his all-girl music band, Total, to teach her a lesson. She said, "I got off the air one day, them total bitches were downstairs, and everybody upstairs at the radio station was looking down, egging it on, waiting for something to go down." She explained that her boyfriend at the time prevented the whole situation from turning ugly by escorting her out of the building. Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, claimed during an interview with Art of the Dialogue that Puff caused the sack of Wendy Williams from Hot 97 because she was exposing him. He detailed how Diddy called the radio station's management and threatened to cut business ties with them if they didn't fire Williams. The power Combs had with the radio stations in New York, people didn't breathe hard if Combs didn't want them to. Combs got one of the hottest DJs off Hot 97 because she wanted to put up a picture of him getting his pants pulled down, Deal said. Combs told Hot 97 if they didn't get rid of her before he got back in New York, that they was not going to get any music from any of his friends, any of the record label's executives that was cool with him. Everyone was going to boycott their station. He then continued that Diddy had Wendy fired less than 3 days after her warning to leak the said picture. "We was out in LA for about 3 days," Deal added. "Before we landed back in New York, Wendy Williams was in the radio station in Philly. It was over for her. She was fired." Williams co-signed Gene Deal's words when she granted an interview with DJ Vlad, claiming that she was burned at the stake for exposing the hip-hop mogul. "There was a radio personality once upon a time. Her name was Wendy Williams, and she was practically burned at the stake for talking about such. Now it's all come full circle," Williams said. "There were many situations back in my career, and it's all coming full circle." Years later, Wendy Williams would expose the brutal side of Diddy when she once said that the business mogul was controlling Cassie Ventura. During Diddy and Cassie's 2015 breakup, Wendy Williams, who initially rooted for the pair, decried how Diddy was treating the singer. She said on her talk show, "My thing about when you date a mogul, it's a really difficult thing to avoid them, because if you use your head, you never know when they'll pop up on the scene," Williams told her studio audience, saying the activity would frighten her. "He can hire a plane right now, land on the roof of the hotel she's staying, pay people off at the front desk, give me a key, and let me up in her room." 5 years later, Wendy Williams appears to have been vindicated, as Cassie sued Diddy for SAR and exhibiting controlling behavior. Now that the feds have opened investigations into the founder of Bad Boys Records, there's no telling what they'd find. But one thing is for sure, these 5 celebrities have long warned us about Diddy, and if the investigations prove their suspicions, we would have been better off listening to them. This draws the curtains on today's video. Thanks for watching.